Hello everybody, back here again for another vlog a day, and today is Tuesday the 4th, and today was a beautiful day outside, overcast, cloudy, with a crazy amount of wind, but beautiful day to be alive. It was kind of chilly today. I think in the 40s was the high. It might have, I don't know if it got out of the 40s or not. Really chilly this morning. I got up, had a handful of things here to get done. I was up way too early, like 6:03 this morning. Dog had to go out. Part of that wanting to go out as early as he was today was because of the fact he was very adamant. Normally he'll try and go out if I don't feel like getting up. I can just basically talk him into going back, laying back down. And today was not one of those days. Mostly because last night when he went to go out to go to the bathroom, it was raining. And he got out on the deck and headed back in, kept banging on the door, and it was not going to go to the bathroom. So definitely knew it was going to be an early morning for me getting up and letting him out. So one of the sad parts about having such a freaking large dog, 100 pound plus dog, is the fact that you really can't do a doggy door. It's anything he can fit through, so can anybody who wants to come steal your shit. So, and not only that, just the wind and the cold and stuff, there'd be no way of keeping that anywhere near energy efficient. So definitely that's one of the shitty points there of having a big ass dog. So oh well, what can you do? I did go ahead and get up, had a handful of things. Like I said, I got those taken care of pretty quick, and decided I was going to go run my marathon today, my 11th of the 12 I'm doing in 2014. And then as time went on and on, I just kept trying to talk myself out of it almost. Like I didn't want to go. Was able to delay it, kept hoping it'd warm up and stuff. I was able to delay it until like afternoon when I finally took off. And I got dressed, headed out for it, and just wasn't feeling all that superb. But I took off anyway. I basically just hit the highway and headed south. Normally I like to be, I'd like to have somewhere pretty to look at and that kind of stuff. I was going to head to Des Moines today. I was thinking about actually heading to Kansas City and run down there. But the people I was going to try and see, things didn't work out and the schedules and stuff. And by the time I was going to be able to get somebody down there, the people I wanted to see and hang out with down there, it was pushing it awful late. And every day I'm waiting is that much colder in the year, plus that much later for recovery before I can run my 12th marathon this year. So went ahead and just got it done today. Just basically hit the highway and headed south. Ran out for 9 miles, which is to the far side of a little town near me there south called Cincinnati. Turned around there, headed back up, and it was a decent run. It was feeling pretty good. Had a crazy headwind, like almost all the way south. And then, which is weird, 'cause usually south-facing winds, we usually have a lot more warmth with them, and this was bringing cold air in the whole time. So don't know what was up with that exactly. Turned around, headed back. Felt a lot better heading back without the wind. Then I turned and headed back the other direction. It's kind of, I ran south, then I ran west, and I was now running east and north. And when I turned back north, it was headwinds again at that point. So I don't know what the heck was going on with that. So I don't know if the wind shifted on me or what, but it started cooling off pretty quick as I was running. The dog was really weird. Normally in cool runs, he's like all for it and super crazy, wanting to keep going constantly. And might have been the fact we're out on the road, there's really not any real fun for him to look at, for him to have. Let him roll around in the grass and kind of slide down the ditch a couple different times, and then he just kept kind of bonking on me. Kept trying to trip me up. Kept almost like he's acting like when I try and run like the 7-minute mile, which drives him crazy at that speed. He just kept just slowing down in front of me. I kept running into him and stuff, and kind of ended up screwing my knee up a little bit, kind of him trying to trip me up and stuff, and just that kind of sucked. But luckily it was my right knee, not the left knee I've been fighting and basically having so much issue with since the Hawk Trail Marathon, like almost 2 months ago now. A lot of it, I think, was I've been babying that leg so bad with the injury that I've thrown off my right side now. So I think that might be part of it too. But I did get out there, got back, finally just said to hell with it and dropped the dog off, and then went and just finished up my run by myself. Left the house after dropping him off and realized the temp was dropping way too fast, and I was losing the sun way too fast. Forgot 100% about daylight savings time. So what I thought I was going to end up finishing up, like, possibly with a few minutes in the dark if I needed to, turned out to be well over an hour in the dark because of the daylight savings time. So wasn't expecting that at all. I did come home though. When I was waiting, my phone died. Battery went dead on it completely. So that kind of pissed me off. I don't know what was going on with it. It had 21% battery life left when the thing died. Turned it back on after I soft reset, and it said I had 19% battery left, and then died 30 seconds later. So definitely, there's a new glitch in the operating system. Is definitely not having fun with the iPhone 4S, which is what I'm still running, only because I got the old one because I had planned on waiting for the 6 to come out and grab one, but I was convinced that and told that I was going to basically sign my mom up for a new account well, I was just going to use her number to get my next phone upgraded. She's on my family plan. She decided instead to go get put on her sister's, my aunt's account. So that ended up screwing me out of the new iPhone 6. So I'm stuck with the iPhone 4S for a while. I'm just way too cheap to go drop down $500 or so to buy the 6 outright. So, oh well, really not much else there to worry about. So went ahead and said to heck with it. Stopped by the house to basically get on some warmer clothes and stuff. I needed a headlight also and my lights and stuff for it. And while I was here, I went ahead and plugged the phones in. I took about 10 minutes or so for those to charge up enough to feel like I had enough juice to get back out there. I changed all my clothes, and basically, except for my socks, my toes I could tell were jacked up. I did not want to see them, and I was afraid it would change my outlook on the rest of my run. So I left my socks on. The rest of it, tried changing to dry clothes because I'd been sweating all that whole run, and the temps was dropping so fast. I was getting crazy body chills. So finally able to wrap it up, got it all finished up and that. If you don't count the time I stopped to take care of the dog and the time I stopped at the house there to change clothes and recharge the phone, I PR'd. So I'm not really sure personal record, personal best, depending on who I talk to. I'm not sure if I really want to count it as a personal best because the fact that I did have that downtime dealing with the dog and stuff, which usually I feel that the little bit of time I spend dealing with the dog and that, it's not that big a difference. This one had a little more to charging the phone for 10 minutes or so. I was in the house. And part of me thinks had I been race day, I wouldn't worry about the phone. And had it been race day, I would have had the adrenaline of chasing other people and all that kind of stuff. So being out there by yourself and PRing is just a whole different world when there's no one around to encourage you to keep running and no one around there to cheer to make you want to run faster. So I'm glad it's over with. I've got one more marathon this year, which may end up being a 50K. If I can find one that I want to go run, we'll see what happens there. If not, I'll get knocked out sometime for the end of the year, and I will be happy to have that goal over with. So that's pretty much my biggest thing. I had a handful of people on Twitter kind of retweeting some of my stuff and kind of encouraging me in that, which felt pretty good. It was really super weird when you stop and think about the fact that not a single person in my real life gave me a word of confidence. No, not a single one said, hey, good job, congratulations, keep going, you got this. Nobody said a word about that at all. Got a couple negative things even to the point of, I don't know what the hell you'd be doing that kind of stuff. But it was really weird considering the fact that the only encouragement I got was from strangers on Twitter. So that was, I don't know, it's a weird feeling you stop and look at life that way. So, but at least running community is good people. They're always out there trying to encourage and stuff, which is always awesome. So big fan of that. The only thing I even had somebody yell at me on the run was some guy as he was waiting to pass a farm tractor. As he went by real slow, yelled out, "Nice horse." So it wasn't even usually I'll get some hoops and hollers and some thumbs up and some horn honks, that kind of thing. And didn't get any of those even on the highway run, which definitely kind of sucked as well. So glad it's over with. My knee's hurting like a bitch right now. I've had ice on it a couple times. Going to throw some more ice on it again before I go to bed. I took some ibuprofen, which is really not like me. I'm not a big fan of any medication at all. I did take a couple when I came in and changed clothes, took a couple more after the run, and I will probably take 2 more as I go to bed here. So we'll see what happens. I know I need the ibuprofen to help keep the swelling and stuff down. That's what I'm mostly after. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.